What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a dominant money play that helps you beat all of the popular defenses in Madden 18. Now, this is your first time checking out one of my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you an awesome play. It was one of my favorite plays last year. If you guys have been around before Madden 18, some of y'all might remember this play. It was a really good play last year, and, you know, just like pretty much anybody, I look at what worked last year, and I say, hey, does it still work again this year? Is it as good as last year? Is it better than last year? And this is one of those plays, I won't say it's better than last year, but it's still very good, and it's especially good for how the game is being played on defense this year. And that play is called Texan Trail. Now, last year, this was called Bunch Trail, but I believe now this year, it's in a few playbooks, but you know, it'll just be like the team name and then the word trail. But this X route here by Landry, it was one of my favorite routes last year because almost nothing could defend it. Not as good as last year, but it's perfect for how people are playing defense this year. So, what you want to do is, if you notice online, most people are playing cover 4s, cover 3s. You know, they're base aligning, they're pressing, they're shading underneath. Basically what this is doing, you know, I've broken down a few ways to beat this defense already, but this is just another great way. You can never have too many ways to beat the popular meta defenses because it makes it harder for them to catch on and adjust when you have different things you can throw at them. So shading underneath takes away your low reads. It clamps up, you know, the drag routes, the flat routes, the table routes by the running back, etc. And when you have cover 4 or cover 3 and you have those cornerbacks squatting, especially good cornerbacks like Talib and Harris, they're going to pick off all the corner routes in the game pretty much. I mean, you might get lucky and get one off, but more times than not, they'll squat on it and pick it up. But this X route does not get picked up because the way it cuts so fast, and so like you see, like Chris Harris is lost. And this is key because if Chris Harris is getting lost on it, what do you think any other cornerback in the game is going to do? Because Chris Harris is by far the best cornerback on the game. Like, when you're labbing plays this year, since the patch, you need to make sure it works on Chris Harris. Because since they updated the zones, it's really ratings based now. So bad cornerbacks will still not defend corner routes. Like, if you have a terrible cornerback over here, or even like an 80 overall cornerback, and he's pressed, he probably still won't pick off corner routes. But guys like Sherman or Harris or Patrick Peterson, they will because they have that higher zone coverage. So if Chris Harris can't stop this route, nobody can stop this route, like flat out. So all you want to do is bullet pass it, and you want to hold possession catch because it cuts so quick. You need to hold possession catch because that triggers the animation that will ensure that the wide receiver will tap his toes, drag his feet, and get down in bounds. So let's go to a cover 3 and show the same thing. We'll run a cover 3 press, hard flat takes away, you know, the underneath stuff, and you'll see same result. Chris Harris, he's not even close. He's like 5 yards away, which is incredible because he jumps and defends almost anything in this game. So now let's look at the other routes in the play. So how I like to set this up is I like to drag the tight end RB, and I like to streak the A wide receiver. Mainly when I come out and run this play, I'm pretty much only looking for X. And if X is, you know, if they're in a defense that's going to defend X, I'm dumping it down to the drag. That's pretty much how I run this play. I don't run this play against people that run a lot of man. I feel my opponent out a little bit. I mean, I've played, you know, at least 40 games maybe so far this year, 30, 40 games. I've rarely run into man. Most people don't play man. They're playing cover 4, they're playing cover 3. Some of them are pressing it because, you know, they want to defend the corner routes better. Some people don't press because they're scared of getting bombed. But either way, this is gonna beat it either way. So let's say that they put the cloud flats on the field. They're not gonna play hard flats because you've been killing them with this route. If they do that, that's when you just simply dump it down to the drag. You dump it down to the drag, you go up the field, you get 10 yards with a drag route, and you love it. Because if you can get 10 yards with a drag route, you're in great shape. Now, what's also crazy about this is even if they have cloud flats on the field, if there's not like an elite linebacker out there, this X route still gets open usually. Now, I don't recommend actually throwing this, but you can see, like, he don't really react to it, he don't pick it off. I wouldn't recommend doing that because, to me, I just want to take the open receiver. Now, sometimes, even when they're in cloud flats, sometimes they'll still jump down on this drag route. So you just have to read how they react. See, here they're in a cloud flat, but as you'll see, he's going to jump down kind of a little bit on that drag there, and we threw it way too late. But you just want to read how they react. You want to read exactly where they are. So here I'll play a cover 3. I won't press. I'll just leave them regular. we'll just see like, okay, it looks like he's kind of going to defend it, but you see how he jumps down on that drag? You have to pay attention to how they're going to play, because sometimes it looks like they're going to go and defend that out route there, but they'll actually jump down on the drag. But if like you throw the drag right here a little bit early, you can always pick up 4 or 5 easy yards. It's not the prettiest play in the world, but you're still going to get 4 or 5 easy yards, and you'll live with that all day. But if you wait a little bit longer, you'll notice sometimes, even though he's in a cloud flat, he's going to jump down here on this drag route. For what reason, I don't know. He shouldn't be doing that. But when you see them do that, that's when you just hit the out route every time it's there. Now, another thing we can do if they're in cover 3, whether they're in cloud flats or hard flats, if somehow they're able to take away what's going on the left side of the field, you'll still be able to hit this post. You'll have a little bit of like an opportunity right there. You see he was running open, but I got hit with the block shed, so I'm going to run it one more time. But the post is like a last-ditch effort. Like, if for whatever reason they lock this up on the left side of the field, then I'll look to see if the post is there. If the post is not there, I'll just throw the ball away and go on to the next play. I'm okay with that. But if you sprinkle this play in, they're usually not going to know how to stop that X route, because certain plays, people have to get hit with it 4, 5, 6 times before they say, okay, I really need to, because they'll think, a lot of times people will think it's a fluke that this route keeps getting open. It's like, oh, Chris Harris keeps getting beat on this like corner route. That's not going to happen next time. Oh, that's not going to happen next time. Once it happens 5 times, and they're like, all right, now I have to like manually guard it, or I have to go over there and do it. So if they do something like that, then I look to the post. But usually, if you don't spam the play all game long, anytime you pull it out and you need a big play, and you notice they've been running cover 4, cover 3 all game, you're going to pick up easy first downs. Now, if they run a Tampa 2 and that cornerback's in a cloud flat, he will defend it. So, you have to read how the defense is playing. If they play a cover 2 and he's in a hard flat, you check it down to the drag. Or, excuse me, if he's in a cloud flat. Now, if they're in a cover 2 and they're in hard flats, again, you read how the defense is playing. Read Chris Harris. We see he jumps down, bam, we go up top, and it's wide open again. And also, if they're in a cover 2, one more thing we need to show, of course, is the post route, because those always kill cover 2. So if you're playing someone that likes to run a lot of cover 2, now you have this you can hit them with. And Jay Cutler just gave us a terrible throw, but you could see that he was wide open there. Don't use Jay Cutler in games. Use a better team, better quarterback. But you get the gist of it. This route is going to kill how people play defense this year. They're all in cover 4, cover 3 out of the 3-4 odd formation. That's the meta. That's what you're going to see probably at least 80 to 90% of the times you're in online games. So when you have plays like this you can pull out, you can dominate how they like to play defense. This is not a very good play against man. So if you're playing someone that does like to run man a lot, there's way better plays you can use to beat man. The previous play feature, although a lot of people don't like it, it is in the game. It's here to stay, at least for the time being. So you can see what your opponent is in play after play. If you see that he keeps calling cover 4 and cover 3, or just cover 4 or just cover 3, you can annihilate them with this play every single time. If you see that he's running a lot of man, there's way better man beaters in this play, so you don't want to check to this play. But as always, guys, I'm just trying to give you guys plays to beat, which you're going to see in online games. I can break down a ton of plays all day long, but it's important to give you guys plays that specifically attack the popular tactics that people are trying to throw at us this year, because that's what you're going to see the majority of the time. So, as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.